As you can so cleverly read from the title of this video, I'm going to be taking all of these community tab comments, and I'm going to be plastering them onto one singular canvas until my computer explodes. Of course, I appreciate everyone who left a comment on that community post for me to actually make this video possible, so here's my gift to you. That was a little smooch on your forehead. Thank you very much. Alright, first of many. Perhaps a turtle. I'm gonna give them a little piece of lettuce to chew on. There you go, buddy, you deserve it. You're a good turtle. I'm realizing just now that the commenter is just called Turtle with Gun. In that case, I'm just gonna leave a little gift here. I just realized how time-consuming this challenge is gonna be. A rat! Please draw a rat, says the missing rat. This rat's inspecting the gun because it doesn't know what it is. There was a rat invasion in between one of my windows recently because a rat just gnawed their way in there with their entire rat kingdom. And then every time we would look outside that window, we would see their heads poking out. That was a little unsettling. They moved away, so it's okay. Wait, this other person just went a turtle with a watermelon shell. To everyone who's watching this in the summer, I wish you a very nice and cold watermelon on a hot summer day. Physical embodiment of man's pure primal rage. I got you, dude. Wouldn't it be really funny if, like, we lowered the opacity of this and then drew a guy that's completely unfazed? How many times have you felt like this in your life? This person says, I would love to see Nico from One Shot drawn in your style. If you're unsure of who Nico is, then I will put a picture of them up on screen right now. Insane Ink tells me to draw a very overly large bean. So in the game, Nico usually holds like this big old light bulb, but in this version, I'm gonna make him carry around an overly large bean. Draw bird. Urban suit. There's these green parakeets called quaking parrots that bop their heads up and down whenever they're happy. And they're adorable, I'll show one up on screen right now. The top comment just goes, watermelon orb. There's another guy saying, I agree with the watermelon orb guy. Sounds cool, have a nice day, orb. Thank you! I'll just add a little smile onto this one. There you go, there's your watermelon orb. Don't ask what happened to the other half. Meester says, cat wearing a banana suit. And then Charlie goes, black cat with golden eyes, so we're gonna mix that in with the previous one. Oh, wait, what if I give them little beans? There you go. A egg. King egg. The almighty egg. We're going to place the egg next to the bird, obviously. I'm not sure how to portray the fact that it's all grand and mighty, but I'm gonna add this really cool cape that kings usually wear. What a glorious, glorious egg. Apple juice. I'm starting to see a pattern of all of you guys asking for food. Are you guys hungry? Do you guys want food? Apple with legs and a soul. This is awkward. This person just said me please and has Watermelon Cat as their name, so this may look like nothing right now, but just trust the process. I promise. Slowly but surely. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. What a lovely guy. I'm gonna just quickly move this watermelon gang up here. This way Watermelon Cat can be closer with the other watermelons. A dog in a top hat performing stand-up comedy. While I was concocting this beautiful stand-up masterpiece, I knew the perfect one-liner to deliver. I heard David lost his ID. He's just called Dav now. Yeah, and this will probably be my reaction after hearing that joke too. But it's an opposite version of itself. So my character typically uses the color red a lot, and on the complete opposite side of that is this light blue, so we're gonna color orb in that instead. This would be the opposite version of me, I think. And I'll draw the little guy too. See? And now I have a little guy, and they have a little guy. Draw the orb plushie. Wait, but doesn't that mean... Oh! That's right, it's a makeshift orb plushie. Me. Plushie. Real. They are cute. They are squishy. They make your life 10 times better. Do whatever you want with them. These little guys will be sold for only once, and then they'll be gone! This thing makes me unbelievably happy. If you also want to pick one up, then just go to makeshift.com, link in description. 2 fish, a carrot, and a fork. There's a guy luring in 2 fish with a carrot, which is, I don't know, I'm working with everything I'm being given, okay? Can of beans. Nothing else, just beans. Alright, I have a place to put you. Here you go. Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. This keeps happening to me with TV shows that I watch. By the time they were airing on whatever TV in my place, I was just watching the final episode. So I started watching Gravity Falls on the season finale. Let's just stretch his hand out over here. He's trying to lure the fish. The yippee creature in your style. I think it'll be adorable. It was my birthday recently, so I'm gonna draw some confetti around it. Yippee! Sky Kid from Sky Children of the Light. I'm gonna draw 2 because I want another one, but with their cape just tucked in. Honk honk. You should draw Crumb. I'm actually a pretty big Crumb fan, so this may work out. Cat eating fish. We'll be taking this one out of the water. There's a stereotype that cats hate water, and there's also a stereotype that cats love fish, and I'm starting to feel like those two contradict each other a little bit. The next one says, an alien eating drywall. People who draw aliens with little antennas are based. There you go, the little guy took a little piece of drywall. A full body drawing of Frisk, please! You know what, while I'm at it, I'm gonna draw my favorite character in the entire game of Undertale too. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little carried away with this. Draw Susie from Deltarune. Dude, I can't wait for chapter 3 and 4 to release. I'll have a great view of the fandom collectively digging themselves out of the bunker. Penguin. This is either a really small penguin or a really huge fish. It's like it was never there to begin with. Draw a homeless wizard. I firstly gave our Mr. Homeless Wizard a box to live in. This whole time, I'm just thinking about that one episode of SpongeBob where Squidward goes homeless. A singular bean. Boy oh boy, do I have the perfect place to put you. I really hope that you're content with yourself. Draw a planet, but when I read this, I thought it said plant, so we're gonna draw a plant now. Lucky for Homeless Wizard guy, he started growing plants in his backyard. I hope these fine crops prosper this year. Apple orb. This guy doesn't really mind seeing their brethren being turned into juice. Connie from Steven Universe. I'm drawing her design in Steven Universe Future because I really like that one episode where she has the yellow shirt on. And here we have a Connie, there you go. Silly cat that loves being mischievous. Do you guys pronounce it as mischievous or mischievous?
Mischievous.
Oh, okay. A frog that has a costume of orb. I don't really know what to say about this one. A teddy bear, plainly. A flower? I'm giving you 2 of them because you were so uncertain. Draw an army of little sentient eggs. Well, I know where to put you. Behold, the almighty egg's royal guard. Chair. The more I give this wizard stuff, the more emotionally attached I am to him. We give him the chair that he absolutely deserves. Draw a meow creature holding an apple. I drew this cat kind of like a blob, but I love blob cats, so yeah. Here you go. Flying snail. Whee! Orb on orb. Draw a silly little shark. Oh, I'm gonna draw the silliest of silly sharks. A whale shark. When I was recording a video with WonderNet, she told me that sharks really like getting head pats, and I told her that sharks also really like getting belly rubs. And here's some videos of professionals doing just that, and it's so cute. And here you go, here's the whale shark. I wish it nothing but happiness in its life. This user just says, yup. You know what? That's valid. Even if you should believe in yourself, sometimes it's nice to have that yup of approval. Draw a frog drinking tea. Man, who knew these little guys had such refined tastes? You should draw. From the... I've been playing Pikmin Bloom on my phone for a little bit, and honestly, I think I have an issue. I'm a little addicted. This game is unironically helping me get to 10,000 steps a day, and I don't know how to feel about that. Draw your favorite anime character. My favorite anime character right now is Kakyoin from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Don't ask why, because I actually can't think of a reason. I just really love him. Here you go. Draw a nice thick dot. I think I can add something else. Yeah, beautiful. Draw a cup of orboba. So instead of getting tapioca pearls, you're just getting a bunch of little orbs instead. Just don't think about it too much. Mangoes! I love mangoes. They're sweet, they're soft, they're sometimes really annoying to cut. What I'm drawing right now is the peak of tropical fruit. I love mangoes. Part of me wants to bite into a mango as one does when biting into an apple, but you know, I wouldn't do that. I'd never do that. I'd never. Never. Hot dog! Give it the ketchup, then give it the mustard. And what do you know? You got yourself a perfectly good dog. Woo! Draw a tito. I'm gonna put her right next to Kakyoin because they both have red hair. Strawberries. As I'm recording this, learning how to bake a strawberry shortcake is still on my checklist. Drawing all this food is starting to make me hungry. Again, are you guys hungry? Is that why you're requesting food? Should I order pizza to your house? Draw a donut. Well, don't worry, because you don't have to worry any longer. What? So I'm gonna first draw this chocolate donut with pink sprinkles, and then I'll draw a second tinier one for that horrible joke I made. Jevil, in parentheses, Deltarune. Already finished, say less. Bread. Bread is such a satisfying thing to make. The first time you see it, it's like this sad, wet blob, and then you put it into the oven and suddenly it becomes this crispy, golden delight of a food. And then you can eat it alongside anything. Sandwiches. Sandwiches. Even more sandwiches. And some people even dip it in their soup. Bread is just so good. Draw Kanito because I think it would be funny. In the game, Kanito axolotl gills kind of just look like sticks, but I like them fluffy, so I made them fluffy. I think the first one has a bit more of a simplistic charm, but I still like the second one. Let me know how you think. Just a little guy. Here is your little guy. This little guy makes me happy, and I hope it makes you happy too. Toast orb. I don't know how this little guy can get more toasted than they already are. Maybe in reality I was just always toasted. Flying eyeball in heaven. I will first draw the clouds that surround the golden gates of heaven. They finally achieved heaven. Also a side tangent, they kind of look like the Amazing World of Gumball character. Crazy dynamic poses of a random person. For this random person, I'm gonna draw bats. Because I think her drawings are really cool and that she makes really cool videos. Give her all the support that she deserves. Cheese. Heaven orb with a cool sunglasses emoji. Thank you. When you finally reach the golden gates of heaven, brace yourselves to be greeted by this little guy. Pineapple pizza. I never knew that pineapple pizza was so vastly hated until I went on the internet. I love pineapple. Kiwi bird. I love them so much. I wasn't too sure on what a kiwi bird was, so I looked it up, and oh my god, they are so cute. They're so cute and round and almost extinct, and that makes me really upset. Kiwi? Meet Kiwi. I would love to see you do some landscape and or world building art. So I guess I'll give the strawberries and this little guy a background. One thing I like drawing for backgrounds are these big fluffy clouds. There's the cumulus clouds, which are the big fluffy ones that I'm drawing right now. There's stratus, and there's also cereal. Yeah. It feels much more lively after giving this thing a background. Thank you very much. Make your own mythical creatures. I already made one and they're the little cube guys on top of my strawberry, but we're gonna add some more. This one's got spikes and a tail. And these guys are conjoined together and they kind of remind me of Minecraft withers. Perhaps a bread loaf that is silly. You guys remember this bread loaf? Well, now they've become silly. Can you draw orb but shaped like a heart? Love your content. Thank you. Here is your heart-shaped orb and they're chilling with a toasted orb. Cranium impact. Also known as brain damage. A shrimp named Henry. This is Henry, father of 2 and recovering alcoholic. He spent years battling his demons and each day is another victory. We're proud of you, Henry. Cheese of cheese with cheese on top with a bit more cheese on top. Me! Draw me! I'm gorgeous for real. Yes, you are indeed gorgeous for real. I love that optimism. I love the big loopy earrings that she has. Gorgeous. Gorgeous for real. How about you draw a bed with an orb blanket? Okay, so first I'm gonna download a picture of a bed, make the borders transparent, and then we're gonna draw a big black blanket over it. And there you go. The big cheese! There's no need to worry about Crumb. See, she's still alive. Help will come on the way. Eventually. Water bottle. Please draw a water bottle. This is a reminder for everyone here to stay hydrated. Go drink your water. Walmart worker duck. Whichever Walmart this guy works in, the employees lounge better have a pool for this guy to swim in. A cheeseburger. Whenever I ask for a cheeseburger, I just expect the patty and the cheese to be on it, but most of the time people just put tomato, lettuce, and everything else on it either way, so what's the point? Hatsune Miku in your style. I didn't really like how my first attempt was turning out, so I just took a break and started drawing her again. And what do you know, the second time I did this, I actually really liked how it turned out. It's almost like taking a break is good for you. A cheese wizard. And now the chair's purpose has been met. To be sat on. Funky rabbit? Question mark? Okay. We're gonna add shades onto this rabbit because that's how you know they're really funky. Look at him in his pure unstoppable groove. I can't believe that was something that I had to say. Reaching the ends of this video, yet another watermelon orb. I suppose we now know what happened to the other half. Cats as fruit. I'm just gonna add cat ears and a little face on some of the fruit that I've drawn. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. And I'm even gonna draw a little tomato cat for good measure because tomatoes are fruits. A can of orb beans. I assume I can just add a bunch of little smiles onto the beans that already exist. Beans! The snack that smiles back if you eat them as a snack. Pineapple! Ooh, there's actually some pineapple in my fridge. I might just go eat that right now. Some random shark wearing headphones and holding a cactus in a pot. Eventually I want to get a cactus plant with my friend because they're really easy maintenance. Did you know that dragon fruit actually comes from cacti? I didn't know that. I thought dragon fruit came from, you know, the obvious answer. Maybe the shark can be friends with the whale shark. But they live so far away from each other on the canvas. A snail with human legs. I know a certain animation YouTuber that also did the same gimmick. Enjoy. Chicken nugget. Now, don't get me wrong, the McDonald's burgers are good, but these. Nothing beats these. Here's your box of chicken nuggets, and I even gave you an extra because I'm such a good employee. But don't tell anyone because that might get me fired. Mayonnaise. Personally, I like to dip my chicken nuggets in barbecue sauce, but in this case, we're gonna use mayonnaise. Draw air. We're gonna draw the sky, because if there's a sky, there's an atmosphere, and if there's an atmosphere, there's air. Boat. The small little puff things that I drew underneath kind of looks like the ocean, so we're just gonna draw the boat above it. It's a little sailboat. A black hole. Well, this boat isn't gonna last for long. Banana. Fun fact, bananas are the most popular fruit around the world, and every year, we all eat over 100 billion bananas. TV show characters in your style, and then in parentheses, if you choose me, please add the Bluey characters too. Okay, here you go. It's the siblings, it's the girls. Please draw Ponchita from Chainsaw Man. You are a good dog. I'm sorry, Walmart duck. Speaking of ducks, a duck with an orb hat. You need one of these to not die from a heat stroke while pushing shopping carts in Walmart. And last but not least, no. But how am I supposed to end the video? We got the yup of approval, and then we got the no of disapproval. Oh my god, is that it? I think that's it. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, that was 100 comments on a singular drawing. This was probably one of my most ambitious projects yet, and throughout drawing and recording and editing all of this, my computer crashed. Multiple times. I want to also mention that this video was very largely inspired by Sona's video from a few years ago. And also, whether this is a good idea or not, I am making a part 2, which means that this will be a total of 200 drawings. If you've made it this far, then comment down what I should draw next. And seriously, thank you so much for making this possible. Thank you. I hate to get sappy for like the 200th time, but it's people like you who make it possible for me to do this kind of stuff. So, thank you. This is a victory